Hello everyone, it's Dream Artist here, and in this video I'm just gonna take a glance through my Warriors drawing books, but I'm gonna be discussing a few AU ideas I have that I spent like an hour writing down so I could think it through all. My first one is a Dewnose transgender AU. The reason why I chose Dewnose for this is because you'll see later when you see their design, I thought that Dewnose was a she cat and not a Tom. So I spent roughly and I forgot that Dewnose was a she cat and not a Tom because it's been a long while since I read the books by that point. And they were really mentioned in the first two Ava's books. So the last book I read with them in it was Bramblestar Storm. So when I first figured out that Dewnose was a girl, it was the River of Fire, and there's a scene where Sparkpelt is flirting with them, and I realized that Dewnose is a guy, and I'm like, oh no. So instead of being like, yeah, it's a Tom, I've decided that Dewnose is a girl because I've always seen them as a girl. So this also leads into my idea that Sparkpelt is a huge lesbian, like very huge. So the reasoning behind my idea of Sparkpelt being a huge lesbian is them having a crush on their mentor, and their mentor Cherrytail, and so yeah. And so everyone thinks like Dewnose is a guy and stuff, like of the younger cats in generation, because they're like, Dewnose have always had his siblings refer to himself as like he, but one time Dewnose is going through a horrible heat, and Sparkpelt realizes that Dewnose is a she cat, because I don't think Toms go through heat, ? I could be terribly wrong. But she experiences, she sees Dewnose go through heat, and side tangent, it kind of bothers me that there's really no mention of cats going through heat, or other cats warning them not to go near certain she cats, or them acting weird. But anyway, Sparkpelt's experience her go through heat. She kind of helps her with the heat, because I don't know how heat works, to be honest, but yeah, she helps her go through heat, not in that gross way, but they cuddle for a really long time, and I assume, in my mind, my idea of heat helps, contact helps, even though it probably doesn't. And Sparkpelt and Dewnose become a good thing, and they're really cute, and I'm not sure if they actually become a thing canonly in the books, because I'm only about an eighth way through Rivers of Fire. But yeah, that's my Dewnose AU. My next one is Sorry, I'm flipping the page in my script because freak. There we go. That was hard to do one-handed. So Asexual Twigbranch is my next one, and it's funny because Twigbranch is so asexual and so obviously presented through the books. If, like, you know what asexuality is and, like, that stuff. Like, we never see her interested in having kids, though she has, like, constant needs to, like, be with her family, whether or not throughout the books it's her biological family or her found family in ThunderClan. But it's speculated at the end of Avos that she and Finley, I think his name is. I don't know what his name is. I didn't even know what her name was until, like, I read spoilers. And I'm kind of mad that her name is Twigbranch. I wanted it to be Twig Violet, but it's fine. Like, I wanted Violet Shine to be Violet Twig too, but it's fine. I'm not salty about their names. Anyways, but, like, Finley convinces Twigbranch that, this is, like, the only way she can, like, have a family that, like, will never leave her, like her past family does, and, like, so they decide to have kids, and she's not really into it, but she's like, if you say so, Twigbranch. So you know my Adler heart sign has changed. He's no longer this brown tabby. He's a very cherry red boy. Finley just rapes her. My next one will be a long one, like a really long one, because I spent a lot of time developing it. That was a pen. Okay. This is Dark Forest Ivypool AU. I decided I need my box socket. Okay, so Ivypool is obviously the favorite throughout the Warriors community out of her and her sister. We obviously prefer Ivypool more. Freaking love Dawn Pell after Avos. I'm sorry. But yeah, Ivypool is the favorite out of her sisters and everything. So, what if, instead of helping the three, she helped the Dark Forest? Like, I'm sure this idea has been thrown around a lot before, but, like, I don't know. I find it cool. So, she helps the Dark Forest, and her and Brave Spell are, like, the only cats that side with them instead of the clans. So, her first meeting with Hawkfrost, like, they don't know. Hawkfrost, like, she knows that there's something, like, with Dovewing at the moment, that, like, she's obviously better than her, but she's not sure why. And so Hawkfrost ends up explaining that Dovewing has powers that StarClan gave to her, but they could have given it to her, and they overlooked her because she was not their favorite. And in the way this offended Ivypool at the time, so she, like, helped the Dark Forest, and they, like, convinced her that she was wrong. And so instead of Hawkfrost, oh look, it's Ivypool. Speak of the devil. She's adorable. I love her. And so instead of Hawkfrost killing killing Hollyleaf, Ivypool kills Hollyleaf, and Hawk Frost protects her from Brambleclaw's rage and that's why he dies and not her. And when he's about to attack her, Tigerstar dies, and the battle is ended. And then soon after that, Firestar dies, so he's forced to become leader. And then after that, he's forced to forgive the cats, and he obviously does not want to forgive Ivypool, but he did, because one cat can't be forgiven. It's one or nothing. It's all or nothing. Sorry, that reminds me of something I read on Tumblr. Sorry. But the reason why Hawk Frost tries protects her from Brambleclaw is because he believes that that Ivypool loved him, which she does not. And so after the aftermath, Birchfall, her father, who also trained in the Dark Forest, starts talking to her, and mostly to try and patch up his relationship with his daughters, because really we only saw them interact for one scene in the first book, and then it was never really mentioned again that he was in their life. And one day he's just walking with Ivypool alone because Doveling's off being flirty with Tigerheart. Turning the page again. Second. She explains the reason why she joined the Dark Forest to him, because he asked. And conveniently, Jay Feather is out collecting herbs around that place that day. Excuse me, I burped. And he overhears the whole entire conversation. And so a few days after that, he tells her to come into his den, which Bramblestar doesn't like. He tries to come in after her, and Jay Fetter's go away. And he explains to her that they are reincarnations of the first tribe cats, or the first cats that lived at the lake. First tribe cats. Sorry, I have to remember that. First tribe cats, technically. And how there was no way she could ever have gotten powers because she's not a reincarnation. And with that, a couple days later, she ends up explaining this all to Bramblestar, why she joined the Dark Forest, why, look, it's Birchfall, I love Birchfall, sorry, why she joined the Dark Forest, and why, everything happened with her point of view, and how she's sorry, and she wants to start, how she wants to start patching things up with everyone, and how she wants to be actually forgiving of him, and she will work her hardest to do that. And Bramblestar, realizes that she was manipulated by them, and he slowly starts to gain sympathy for her, but he doesn't forgive her at first. He believes that she was responsible for everything that happened, but she was manipulated, and for something she was given partial credit for, and the rest was given to the Dark Forest. And I like to think in Avos when he gives Ivypool Twigpaw, so she doesn't get Snowpaw at first. Twigpaw would be her first apprentice. That it's his way of starting to forgive Ivypool for everything that she's done, because he's come to terms that she's actually a pretty good warrior and stuff. Who's Fernsong? I love Fernsong. He's my boy. Sorry. And he understands her more, everything. So by the end of Avos, I like to believe that she's kind of fully forgiven, because I like to think Avos, it's like the end of Avos is 3 years after, or 10 years. There's this theory that every Warrior series is 10 years, and I love that theory. Also, real quick, Snowpaw is given to Birchpaw instead, and Ivypool still is heavily involved in his training. So I still have quite a few cats to show you guys. I have a lot to show you guys, actually. So I'm gonna start explaining my reasoning behind the designs with Sasha. Sasha is next on the next page. So it's pretty clear in the comics that Sasha is a Siamese cat and a Sealy Point cat. I know that I'm pronouncing it wrong. I just chose to pronounce it like that. So that's why she's designed like that. This is Hawkfrost. I tried my best to make him look as that mix of a Sealy Point and Siamese Maine Coon, because I theorized that Tigerstar is a Maine Coon cat. So that's why he looks like that, and I really love him. His design, at least. I like Hawkfrost as a character. I wish he wasn't evil. This is Tadpole. If you can't see, he does have those darker spots that fade to lighter spots on him, like his mother, and those are actually browns that a really dark brown that you can't see. I'm really sad you can't see them. So, my Tawnystar EU. So I'm going to talk about my Tawnystar EU, where pretty much Tawnystar was Tawnypaw was apprenticed to Firestar instead of Bramblepaw. She ended up staying in ThunderClan, and she was the cat chosen from ThunderClan to go on the Great Journey, and she chose to bring Brambleclaw with her. And Tadpole was the Tadpole, which I believed survived in this AU. And his name, I can't remember what I named him. I think it was Tadpole Claw or something like that. It's weird. I'd have to stop the video and go look it up if I did. And I don't want to do that at the moment. But, so, he's the one who chosen from Shadow Clan. And originally he lived in River Clan, but after, his mother left, she decided to go to Shadow Clan and leave his River Clan siblings. So he did that. And from River Clan, it was still Feathertail. And from Wind Clan, it was still Crowpaw. They go on this journey together, and, it's revealed that Tadpole is Tawnypaw's half-sister, and they're all very confused how to act towards each other. And that happens. And then eventually when Firestar dies, he died. He would die a lot sooner. In this AU, Tawnystar becomes leader, obviously, and Brambleclaw becomes her deputy. And, she would eventually die in the Great Battle, which is sad. And so Brambleclaw would become Brimstar, and by this point, all the, I have, stuff for them, because, them, meaning Swirlfight and Brambleclaw become mates and everything, so everything go back on track. The reason why I'm still on Oakheart is because I want to talk more about his design. So a lot of you guys may be like, Oakheart is this red tabby tome. And for that, I say no. Oakheart is this beautiful white and British brown Tom with green eyes, and he's a very lovely boy. And I love him. This is his design for me, which is my reasoning why Moss Kit looks like this. And look at the Misty Star. She looks so much like her grandfather. I love these spots right here. And like Misty Star and piece of paper. Stone Fur have them. And like I love them. This is Willow Breeze. And this is Silverstream. I wanted Silverstream to look like her mother, but also have her father's markings. Patchfoot. I don't know how to draw Patchfoot. I've never really had a clear picture of him in my head. So this is what he looks like. Yeah, turn the page. Gray stripe. Can't see a stripe because they're too similar of colors. I have to peel up Feathertail. Papers. This is Feathertail. She has the grandfather markings, kind of. But she also has gray stripes. Prominent stripe. And then there's Stormfur, who just kind of is a gray cat. And then there's Millie. I didn't want her to look too much like Silverstream, but I made her like a gray cat, and a gray and white cat, and I love her. This is Blossomfall. There's white spots in my pelt. I love Blossomfall. This is Briarlight. I love Briarlight. She's a cute girl. I love my cute girl. And here's Bumblestripe, and I tried to make all his stripes connect in a way. And then I have Brindleface. She has a dark blue eye and a green eye to represent her kits, and I made her more of like a spotted tabby, and I like her. And Spring Cloud's right there. She's a very pretty girl. This is my Asher. That's all I have colored. Yeah. From here on out, this book ends at 122 with Black Star, which I haven't penned in. But yeah, that's my Warrior Cat designs and my Warrior Cat AUs. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a nice day. Be safe. Goodbye.